Cstv. For more news updates, you can follow us on all social media handles at CSTVGH. CSTV News at 24 is brought to you by Celeste Sweetstone Brown, Rema Ushering Agency, Amstel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, Sarah's Dream Jewelries, KS Rafe Mix Company Limited, Yap Decorations, and NAP Apartment Hotel. Now, in the headlines, President John Dramani Mahama calls for bold global actions. Health Minister assures nurses and midwives coming away. 11 children among 15 dead in the Otiv region. Or the international front also, 42 dead in South Africa. Bus crash. These and many more stories will come in your way on our next news bulletin. Stay tuned. My name is Jokas Mensa. You are live on CSTV News at 24 on CSTV. Now, the news in details. President John Dramani Mahama has urged world leaders and development partners to move beyond rhetoric and take decisive action to advance women's empowerment and gender equality. Speaking at a global leaders meeting on women in Beijing, the president said it was time for government to transform their commitment into practical measures that improve the lives of women and girls. He also added that gender equality is not only a matter of fairness, but a key driver of sustainable development. Member of Parliament for Brekum West, under the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, Dixon Cherdua, says the NPP will suffer another defeat coming 2028 general elections. Speaking on a panel discussion, the minister stated that the NDC is poised to retain power and does not care who wins the NPP primaries. Member of Kenya Japan Communications Team, Kofi Ameya, says Kenya Japan must win the New Patriotic Party's primaries so as to become the flag bearer of the party. Speaking on a panel discussion, he stated that history is replete.
You said he has a history in the party, he has a history in the country. I have said, and I want to reiterate, that he has been, or he is the most efficient vice president we've had in the Fourth Republic. That is there's no doubt about that. But you see, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia must not win the MPP primary. Ken must win. You made mention of the fact that, he's marketed, his sellability is up there. But we are also well aware that history is replete with candidates who hitherto were marketed, were more sellable than the other candidate, but eventually the people chose the other person. You can talk of, in the United States, the race between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, when Barack Obama was relatively unknown against Hillary, yet he won. You can talk of when Trump was contesting against Hillary, relatively unknown in the political space. I'm making a point.
Moving on to other stories, please in the comment down, a dynamic for a Brim municipality have arrested 4 men and impounded a Kia Rhino truck with registration number WT59120, which was loaded with 2,205 parcels of suspected Indian hemp. According to police sources, the suspects were transporting the parcels believed to be Indian hemp from the central region towards Nzima in the western region. The suspects are currently in police custody at the Omina police station assisting with investigations to identify and apprehend the owner of the seized contraband. 11 children among 15 people have lost their lives in a tragic canoe disaster near Ketekrachi in the Oti region. According to local reports, the boat was overloaded and strong currents made rescue efforts difficult. 4 adults also perished, while 4 survivors were treated and discharged. The Ghana Maritime Authority confirmed the incident and described it as a heartbreaking. The authority then expressed its deepest condolences to the bereaved families, pledging swift actions to uncover the cause of the disaster. The Minister of Health, Kwabena Menta Akando, announced that government will clear all outstanding salary arrears owed to nurses and midwives by November. Speaking at a press conference, the minister revealed that the Ministry of Finance has received cabinet approval to release funds for the payment.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I speak to you now, that's about 6,500. That will add up to the 7,000 already being paid, making 13,500. That's allowance. That's over 6,000. Cabinet has approved that with immediate effect, starting from November, the Minister for Finance must pay them. And I have in my hand the letter to that effect. And so these were the difficulties. I empathize with anybody who have to go through this painful situation. And it is important for Ghanaians to be taken.
You're still live on CSTV News at 24 on CSTV. More stories will come your way after the commercial break. Stay tuned. Escape from serenity. Escape from serenity. Your luxury wellness retreat awaits you at NAP Apartment Hotel. Listed in the city's most vibrant district, NAP Apartments Hotel offers you one of a kind experience. NAP Apartments Hotel rated as one of the 4 stars hotels in the country. You can locate NAP Apartments Hotel at Bansuma First Link. For reservations and enquiries, you can log on to their website at www.napapartmentshotel. NAP Apartments Hotel, where comfort meets adventure. You welcome back from the commercial break. You're still live on CSTV News at 24 on CSTV. For more news updates, follow us on all social media handles at CSTVGH. Now, let's do some business stories. The Customs Preventive Unit of Ghana Revenue Authority, in collaboration with the National Security, has busted a diesel diversion syndicate attempting to evade customs taxes of about 2.3 million Ghana cedis. The operation led to the interception of 10 trucks loaded with automotive gas oil, commonly known as diesel, estimated at about 504,000 liters. The authorities said this interception is a strong signal that the Ghana Revenue Authority is alert, vigilant, and fully committed to protecting national revenue and supporting Ghana's economic recovery. Still in business news, renowned economist and professor of finance at the University of Ghana, Godfred, has projected that Nigeria will rank among the top 5 largest economies in the world by 2075. In an interview, he stated,
are taking over the financial space, right? They are the big regional banks, the Access Bank, the UBA, and the Zen. Tell me one indigenous Ghanaian bank that has gone beyond even Accra. I hope you understand that.
Yeah.
So we should be intentional about growing some of our indigenous businesses, not only to be local champions at the regional level and then at the global level. That is the only way we can make it. Look, let me tell you, by 2075, Nigeria will be in the top 5 big economies in the world. 2075. I'm sure you'll be alive by then.
Yes.
You will see it. Okay, where would Ghana be? And the rest of them. I'm not saying that we should be competing with Nigeria, but we can tag along. And the rest of them, when we also empower our businesses to do well. Look at Singapore, a small country, not long ago from independence, we're better than Singapore and Malaysia, but look at where they are today. And so we are saying that the way to develop, we know we need to have the will, and we must be willing. We can only develop when politicians are willing to let others win.
Okay.
And the economist, still speaking in an interview, added his voice on the capital market.
I believe that without the capital market welcoming us, we are going to struggle. We are going to struggle with our debt management, because if you look at the bullet payment in 2027, 2028, without the capital market for refinancing, or what we call rollover, there is no way we'll be able to meet those obligations and also set aside sizable resources for development spending. So we need to enter the market. But I agree with government that we need to look at the domestic market first. I think they're looking at end of this year.
Yeah.
They're going to enter the domestic market, and then we begin to lengthen the maturity profile. And then maybe, hopefully, as the IMF, our headmaster, has instructed us, 2027, then we can also enter the international capital market.
Okay.
We are working with their timetable, not ours.
Now moving on to the international front. On the international front, U.S. President Donald Trump is considering sending long-range Tomahawk cruise missiles to Ukraine. The missiles would be a new step of aggression in the Ukraine's war with Russia, which follows a phone call at the weekend between Trump and Ukraine presidents who pushed for stronger military capabilities to launch counterattacks against Russia. A bus veered off a road and plunged down an embankment on a steep mountain pass in northern South Africa, killing at least 42 people and leaving another 49 passengers injured. The crash happened between 6 p.m. on Sunday at the NI highway near the town of Louis, around 400 kilometers north of the capital. The victims include 7 children, 17 men, and 18 women. 6 people were critically injured, and 31 had serious and had been sent to the hospital for further treatment. We're going for a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
elegance and timeless beauty. At Sarah's Dream Jewelry, we bring you exquisite craftsmanship, stunning designs, and pieces that celebrate your moment. From engagement to anniversaries, birthdays to just because surprises, we hope you make memories that shine forever. Discover timeless classics, modern elegance, and breathtaking collections. All our prices that sparkle. Looking for something unique? Our expert artists craft personalized jewelry made just for you. Let's make your moment unforgettable. Sarah's Dream Jewelry, where elegance meets you.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Now let's delve into some sports stories. The Federation of International Football Association has congratulated the Black Stars of Ghana for the 2026 World Cup. Ghana secured its automatic qualifications for the 2026 FIFA World Cup on Sunday after beating Comoros 1-0 at the Accra Sports Stadium in front of 35,000 spectators. Ticket sales for the much anticipated Total Energies CAF African Cup of Nations Morocco 2025 will officially open today with an exclusive 48-hour pre-sale window for Visa card holders starting at 9 o'clock Moroccan time. The exclusive Visa pre-sale runs from October 13th until October 15th, after which general sales will open to all fans using other payment methods. In entertainment story, popular Ghanaian comedian and skit maker Abdul Umaru, popularly known as Comedian, stated that skit makers are currently having a great impact on society than musicians. According to him, comedy, short-form content creators are influencing a wider audience, particularly on social media platforms like TikTok. Obviously, looking at the number of followers some creators have is mind-blowing. After 25 years in the gospel fraternity, veteran musician Grace Ashley discloses the next phase in ministry will focus on mentorship and outreach. Mentorship is a great passion for her because she knows how valuable guidance is for young artists, also looking at outreach programs that combine music with social impact, especially supporting underprivileged communities. And now weather report is up next. Now weather forecast for today 13th October 2025. Periods of sun and cloudiness will alternate over most places of the country with chances of rain with thundery activities affecting some places within the coastal areas, middle and transition sectors from late afternoon into the evening hours. And this is where we end today's news bulletin on CSTV. But before we go, let's have a recap of the top stories. President John Dramani Mahama calls for bold global actions. Health Minister assures nurses and midwives. 11 children among 15 dead in the OT region. On the international front also, 42 dead in South Africa's Bash crash. And this is where we draw our curtains for today's news bulletin. CSTV News at 24 was brought to you by Electric from Brown, Rema Auxiliary Agency, Amcel Block Manufacturing and Block Machinery, Sarah's Dream Jewelries, KS Rafimix Company Limited, Yap Decorations, and NAP Apartment Hotel. For more news updates, log on to our website at www.cstvgh.com. My name is Dr. Mensa. Good evening.